Hi everyone and welcome back to the Sweetie Nail Supply channel. Today's video is the start of our brand new series all about press-on nails. We will be showing you how to make press-ons at home from start to finish, featuring Alda's brand new press-on kit. We will be walking you through the benefits of press-ons, including the different types of art that you can create with them, how to pick out your nail tips, how to size them, and then tricks for application and removal. Press-ons are just a great way for everyone to enjoy nail art. Individuals with gel allergies can use them as it does not involve directly applying gel to the nail plate. It's a great way to diversify your clientele if you are an in-person nail tech, and it just provides a lot of freedom in the kinds of complicated art that you can do. But this first video will focus specifically on how to pick and size the right tips, something that most of us struggle with at one point or another. So let's start with the basics and talk about the anatomy and the terminology involved with nail tips. Now these are what we call full cover tips, meaning they are meant to be applied over the entire surface of the nail plate. Sweetie Nail Supply offers a wide variety of brands in all different shapes and sizes. When it comes to terminology related to nail tips, this curve here from left to right is called the C curve, and then the curve of the nail from the cuticle end to the free edge is called the apex. You might also hear the term sculpted and natural when it comes to nail tips. A sculpted tip is just going to have more of a C curve and more of an apex, whereas a more natural tip will fit better for flatter nail beds that are a bit more straight. Because press-ons are not applied with gel, it is important that you try to fit the press-on as close to the nail as possible, so shape is key here. And to help you out, let's go over a few of the different brands available at Sweetie Nail Supply. Starting with the Alda soft tips, these are going to be better for a slightly flatter nail bed with not too much of a C curve. Same with the Diami Canoe tips. The Cocoa Gel Lip tips have a good C curve to them, but not too much of an apex. And then the View Gel Cling Almond tips are also quite flat for those with flatter nail beds, with the Soft Gel Soft Tips Pro XV line being the most structured of the bunch. We do have more options on the website, but hopefully this helps you narrow down a few if you're looking to start making press-ons. But let's talk about some common sizing issues that may come up. One of the most prevalent being the side wall showing even if the nail tip seems to fit from the top. When you look from the side, you can see there's all sorts of gapping around the edges. Even when sizing up to a bigger size, if you still have that same gapping, odds are you might need a more structured tip. This one here has more of an apex to it, and that apex is going to account for more downward curving nails. So as you can see, this one here fits much better. There's no gapping around the sidewalls, so that is the tip that we're going to want to pick for this nail. Not only does it look great from the top, but it looks great from both sides as well. Another common issue might be the length of the nail. If you have longer nail beds and you want a shorter length, unfortunately, an almond shape might actually result in the sidewalls showing. And picking a bigger size or a more curved tip won't help. What you really need is a longer tip. So in comparison, here's a long almond tip from Diami, and you can see that that easily covers those sidewalls. And I could file this down to be shorter if I wanted a custom shape, but just don't forget to take into account the length of your nail beds when picking your tips. Now, when you're between two sizes, recommendation is always to size up and then file down. You can see that the size 1 is a little bit too big. You have some extra overhang on the sidewalls, whereas the size 2 is a little bit too small and you have some gapping around the sidewalls. Go ahead and pick the bigger size, and we'll talk about filing it down to shape in a minute. But first, let's talk about sizing if you are serving remote clients. One of the most popular methods is the coin trick. You'll need your phone and a standard sized coin. You'll just ask your client to place their hand flat on a surface, place the coin next to it, and take a picture from an overhead angle. It's important that the nails are flat on the surface, so if the pinky or the thumb finger isn't flat, you can ask them to take separate pictures of each finger at the edge of a table like this. Again, you want it to be flat to the surface for the most accurate results. Have them take their pictures, make sure that they label each one, and send them to you for sizing. Once you've received the pictures, now you can bring it up on your phone or device, measure out a coin to match exactly the coin in the image, and now you essentially have a life-size scaled image of your client's finger. So you can take your nail tips, measure them against the picture. You can see this one here is just a little bit too big, so I'm going down a size. You want to make sure that that coin is the exact size as it is in the picture to get an accurate measurement. But if you get it right, you'll see here this tip that fit the picture perfectly fits my pointer finger as well. So in a pinch, it's a great way to get accurate sizing without having to see your clients in person. However, what a picture will not show is the apex or the C-curve, so for the most accurate sizing, you will want to offer a sizing kit. Often this involves putting together some sort of kit with every size nail and the specific shape that a client wants. They can order it before ordering a set of press-ons from you, or as part of a press-on package, you'll just attach the tips to some sort of card or display, label the sizes, and make sure that your tips are also labeled if they don't have number labels on them already. And then once it arrives at the clients, they can then detach all of the tips, try them out themselves, and see which fits best. This process takes longer, but it is the way to get the most accurate sizing from your clients. And lastly, let's give you some shaping tips so that your press-ons don't look like press-ons. One of the biggest things is actually custom filing the cuticle area. Mine are very square on the thumb, so I'm just taking down the rounded edge towards the cuticle. And then I'm also filing down any overhang on the side walls. I want this to fit perfectly to my nail. If you do have any overhang or any gapping, again, the nails just won't look as natural once they're applied, and you also might experience some snagging. The same principles go for applying Gel X as well, or any other sort of full cover tip. You want it to fit nice and flush to the sidewalls and to the cuticle area for the best end results. The filing is an extra step, but ultimately it will lead to long-lasting and more comfortable press-ons. And lastly, let's take a look at that cuticle area. Most full cover tips already come pretty thin around the cuticle, but if you know you're going to be doing a lot of layering on your press-on set, you could pre-file the cuticle area. This is similar to blending the edges of a Gel X tip into the natural nail. It just creates a more seamless transition from the tip to the natural nail so that if you are applying press-ons for long wear, you won't get that ledge where the press-on meets the natural nail as it grows out over a couple of weeks. So that brings us to the end of this segment of the series. We hope it's helpful in picking out the right full cover tips. To get started on your press-on journey, stay tuned for the next video in which we will cover how to actually paint the press-ons, the different kind of stands available for working with press-on tips, how to stick them to the stands, which is always a struggle, and then different art types that are almost better suited for press-ons. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss that next video, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching.